Hey everyone, I'm going to show you my favorite, one of my favorite exercises that targets the hamstrings and the glutes. The posterior chain, which for those of us who are 50 plus years old, that is a notoriously weak group of muscles, often underutilized too. We're working our hip extensor muscles. Many of us have been sitting down on our glutes for a long time, and our glutes aren't fully firing the way they should. They're under-recruited. Same with the hamstrings. That causes a lot of hip, knee, and lower back issues, also called dysfunctions, which leads to injury. I'm going to show you the cable pull-through exercise. It's also a very lower back friendly movement. It's hard to get hurt doing this, unlike some of the more aggressive exercises you see in the gym like deadlifts or even some squats. To do the cable pull-through, all you need is a cable station. For those of you who belong to a commercial gym, if you have a home gym with a cable station, more power to you. I'm envious. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a rope attachment, put it on my cable machine. Now I'm going to lower this arm all the way down to its lowest position. Now, setting up for the exercise is very important. Watch what I do. I'm going to grab this rope. I'm going to step out into a slightly wider than hip width stance. I'm about shoulder width. Now, if you notice where my rope is at, my hands are right inside my inner thighs, and they're going to stay there. At no point are you going to pull this rope forward in front of you. So you give a slight knee bend as you pull your rib cage down. Now you're going to let this cable weight pull you into what we call hip flexion. Notice my knees, they really aren't that bent. Now I'm going to drive through my heels, making my knees straight, pulling my rib cage down. That's really important. This is what we call hip extension. So hip flexion. Now let's really recruit those hams and glutes and drive through your heels. Hip extension. There's 2. I'll give you 3 more reps. Driving through my heels. 3, pulling my rib cage down. 4, if you notice as I go back into what we call hip flexion, I'm going to have my back parallel to the floor, nice straight spine, driving through my heels. I'll give you 1 more. Tell you what, I'm going to show you what tempo should look like. 1, 2, 1 more time. 3. Now the only part of the exercise where you may risk injury would be, I'll give you a right angle view. Coming from this position to all the way up, but you over exaggerate tall. You're going to come into what we call overarching your lower back. That's not good. Your end point is right here, pulling your bottom rib cage down. So again, come up, squeeze your glutes, pull your rib cage down, stand up tall, squeeze your glutes. That's really important. So cable pull through. I like to do this myself twice a week to help me correct some postural distortions, and I use it primarily as a hamstring exercise that also recruits a lot of glute muscle. It's a closed chain exercise, which means your feet are on the ground as you do it, which is a very functional movement pattern. So there you have it. Cable pull-throughs, wonderful way to strengthen and put a lot of lean muscle on your hamstrings and glutes. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Thanks.